Hi there, FrostWire. Welcome to another delivery of Indie Swarm. We do this thing so you know a little bit more about what you're about to download. Last year, we worked with our Brooklyn friend Doobie Aaron, who made an album called Doobie. And this year, Doobie came back with another production called The Land of 3's. What I'm holding in my hand was sent to us by Dewey, and there's only 100 copies of these, and he did us a solid and he put the FrostWire logo here. So this little mini documentary you're about to see was done in multiple countries. So right now I'm here in Denver, Colorado, and I'm gonna be asking a few questions to Doobie, who is in Brooklyn in New York. But the video was actually edited somewhere in India and then somewhere else in Malaysia by our good friend Katai Santos, who also did the edition of our previous delivery of Indie Swarm.
We're back at FrostWire. Thank you guys for putting out the music. It's much appreciated. And yeah, people have said that they have heard the music from FrostWire, and that's beautiful. They working out to it in the gym, and they just rocking out to it in their car, and it ends up on their iPhone or their phone, and it's awesome. I really appreciate that. I just really love music. I love the way that it feels. I love the way it makes me feel. I feel like it was just always there to be like a friend, and my dad played me music and my mom played me music, and there was always music everywhere. So, and I played saxophone in public school since 3rd grade, and music's just always been there, and it's still there. So what makes me love it, it's my friend. Music is my friend.
So this is a completely different sound and feel from your last album, which was heavy on bass, no guitars whatsoever. So we think this time around the process must have been somewhat different. And who else was involved? Was there something radically different in the process this time?
This album has more guitars, but that's kind of where I already came from. So the last album that we released on FrostWire is a fretless bass album with Glenn playing the drums. But all the albums that I did before that always had guitars, and I feel the production is a little bit better. Well, it's better, so there's a clarity of the guitars. But maybe they were more like muddy before. And this record, it wasn't just me and Glenn, or me on fretless bass and then Glenn. We did this in 3 studios. Most of the tracks are not to click tracks, so it was all freestyle. And did 2 tracks with Compton, Timberwolf on drums, 1 track with Josh Salant on drums, and everything else was Glenn Grossman, the mighty Glenn Grossman. And I played guitar and I played bass and I did all the other stuff, and it's a different sound. It's dope. I like it.
We truly loved your cover of David Bowie's Let's Dance. The guitars are really good in it, and we suppose you're a big fan of Bowie like we are. And why that track?
I always love that track. I feel like David Bowie is just an awesome artist, and I love that song. That song is timeless to me, and I just love the way it's produced. Let's Dance, it's just classic. I believe Nile Rodgers produced it, and Stevie Ray Vaughan is on it. It's crazy. What a crazy track.
How long was the process from the very beginning to the very end?
The length of the process of this album was really long, in that like I started thinking about this music, or the music started coming to me in like November December of 2015, but because it didn't have like an outlet or a time to focus on it, it just kind of just lingered in my brain. And then finally, when it was just like I just had enough of it, sat down and just did it in like 2 weeks. It was like one day with Josh Salant, one day with Compton, one day with Glenn, so that's 3 days, and then everything else I just did at the crib. And I did all the vocals and like wrote the lyrics, you know what I mean, recorded everything in maybe like 3 days for all the tracks. And then came up with the little skits. It was like another couple days. So that the whole album maybe took like maybe 2 weeks. And then mastering took forever.
Which was the hardest track to produce?
Which was the hardest track to produce? Maybe Flowers for Guns, because it already existed and it had like a little trap hip hop vibe or whatever, electronic EDM-ish vibe. But then when Glenn put the drums on, it went to the next level. And all awesome tracks have dope stories. So that was the one that was the most like, in most energies and vibes.
Raindrops looking at my window pane, looking at my window pane. The gun pops, things will never be the same. They'll never be the same. Raindrops looking at my window pane.
Looking at your previous work and seeing yourself as a musician you are today, do you think you've been able to grow from the last Doobie album to the Land of 3's?
I think I've been able to grow a lot. I think I just keep growing, and I'm really happy and happy and humbled and positive to be able to keep making music. So every album just growing. If I don't grow from album to album, there's no point in doing an album. It doesn't make any sense. You have to grow. You always have to keep evolving. That's the thing about being an artist.
So I believe that as professionals, as human beings, we grow in every way whenever we are willing to get out of our comfort zone. Only when we get out of that zone where we know we are experts or that we know how to do things very well, it's when we increase our knowledge. So I was wondering if you as a musician or as an artist, do you have any challenges that put you out of your comfort zone that you would like to pursue?
Is there any musical challenges put me out of the comfort zone? I mean, just things that I haven't done, things that we haven't really seen yet. You know what I mean? We'll be out of the comfort zone because it'll be new. But I feel pretty comfortable just doing stuff. I don't know. Would like to do some. I don't really want to do acting. I was about to say I would like to do some acting. I think I would like to do acting. Acting sounds like it would be uncomfortable, so maybe that would be dope. I think it would be hard not to smile. Is what it is.
So man, you are super productive these days. Judging by your Facebook feed, we noticed that you're also publishing tracks for with your band Shinobi Ninja. So what is it like a day in your life to juggle your own production along with all the work you guys are doing with Shinobi Ninja?
I feel it is a very creative time. You know what I mean? This is the most stuff that I feel like I've ever been doing. There's just so much to do all the time. Shinobi Ninja is its own beast. It's its own energy. And then keep doing my own music and keep doing music for Adara, Baby G. You know what I mean? And just keep creating, you know what I mean? And just rocking. So it is a super creative time, and there's a lot to do. You gotta strike while the iron's hot, while the energy is there. You know what I mean? If the lightning is hitting you, just let it shake you.
Can I give it to you? Well, only if you want. Or can I tell you the truth? Open up your heart. Can I give it to you? But only if you want. Can I give it to you? Well, only if you want. Can I tell you the truth? I think only with your heart. I think anything new is climbing up the charts. Whatever's taken from you.
Lonely After Dark. So that track actually had us questioning things about its lyrics. Is it love someone has to give? What things are needed to be said? We're very puzzled by the lyrics. Are these words for people who are feeling lonely out there?
Song Lonely After Dark. What is it about? I don't know. I don't know what songs are about sometimes. I just write them. Or they just come to me and they write themselves. I don't know what it is. It's an interesting concept about, I mean, you can just apply it to anything. Anything, like, there's an after dark for all people. It's when the lights go down and everything is quiet. You have to have your own thoughts, and you have to live with those thoughts and how your brain lives. And that's when that moment is. That's the vibe. You know what I'm saying?
So we already talked about the hardest track to produce, but is there a track that gave you like the musical goosebumps to make? Is there a favorite of yours in that album?
The musical goosebumps, I wrote about this on social media. Musical goosebumps is something that I know very well from when I was younger. I used to get musical goosebumps. I don't really know what the deal is with that, but I knew that it was happening. Yeah, so I don't really know what to say because I haven't gotten it, but I know when something is dope. I can feel, well, at least I like it. I can feel when something is dope. Be like, yo, that sounds fresh to me. Do you know what I mean? So the musical goosebumps is happening up here now. It's a trust. It's a trust in my heart that I know that shit is fresh.
Why do you call this album The Land of Threes?
Why the Land of Threes? 3 is my favorite number. It's the favorite number of a lot of people I know. It's the number of Babe Ruth, greatest baseball player ever. It's the magic number. It's the Trinity. I don't know. My favorite number used to be 8. If you take a 3 and a 3 and you put them together, it's an 8. 8 is infinity. I don't know what to say. I just love the number 3. I don't know why. I'm born in March, 3rd month. 19. I don't know.
Is there anything else you'd like to tell the FrostWire community?
Hopefully we'll just keep releasing music to you guys. There's so much music to release to you guys that if everything continues to go the awesome way that it is, we'll be able to just keep releasing music and create music just for you guys. It's just music for FrostWire. Something that is just for you guys. We can always do all this other music, make music videos, do all sorts of crazy stuff, but if we can make something that's exclusive for FrostWire community, because you guys are a community, that would be dope. To really do that. And so thank you guys for always listening to the music. God bless you guys for watching. God bless you, FrostWire, for making this. And my name is Doobie. This is the album The Land of Threes. And keep on rocking in the free world. Do. Peace.
You won't see this when you download FrostWire because this is just a limited edition for 100 copies. But another international effort that took place in the making of this download is the design of the cover that you see for The Land of Threes. We talked to a fan of... Oh, look at that, guys. It's been migrating. So, sorry for the interruption. So, we contacted our friend Jose Villero in Colombia. He's a fan of Doobie. And he designed a cover for the album solely on the name The Land of Threes. So if you, I dare you take a look at the cover and you see where all the different threes are. So that's everything for this episode of Indie Swarm, and we really hope you enjoy and share The Land of Threes. Seed.
And life is getting better. So many people by your side. Here's something